Sri Lanka, the jewel of the Indian Ocean, lies about 18 and a half miles southeast of India and is located close to the equator. A compact state of some 40,768 square miles in area, it resembles a gigantic gem in the form of a teardrop. Sri Lanka is the epitome of a tropical paradise. It has an abundance of exotic and varied natural riches and a long tradition of conservation which teach kindness and compassion to all living creatures. Ancient rulers were aware of the importance of conservation and created the world's first wildlife sanctuary during the 3rd century BC. Even today, botanists hail Sri Lanka as an ecological land of plenty. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about the state of its people. Many Sri Lankans live in poverty and rely on outside help to meet their daily needs. Among those who have the greatest need are the children orphaned by 20 years of civil war. These victims of the Tamil Sinhalese ethnic violence would have fallen by the wayside had it not been for Reverend Vajira Sri Thero. He brought 101 orphan children from the Morawa refugee camp to Pitakote. Here, with the resources given him by his family, he built a facility to house the children. While donors have been generous with their gifts of clothing, time, and money, the need for such contributions remains a constant. Children are the greatest treasure in the world, yet it takes a great deal to support, nurture, and sustain the children rescued from a certain life of ignorance and despair. In the case of these orphan children, extra care, attention, and guidance must be given to turn their unfortunate beginnings into a first step that will lead to a bright and promising future. The needs are great. The facility is in need of renovation. Electric wire is antiquated. Fuse boxes are rusted. Fans do not work. New beds are needed. The dining facility is in need of painting and repair. The kitchen is but a bare room where food is prepared in an open hearth. It, too, is in need of refurbishing so that adequate sanitary measures can be met. Beyond this, there is the ongoing need to meet the expenses for utilities, daily rations, toothpaste, and other items required for basic sanitation and hygiene. Clothing for children of all ages is also a constant need. As you can see, the needs are great. Reverend Vajidi C. Thero does his best to meet the needs of his children. The center requires rations of nearly 110 pounds of rice per day. A glass of milk is a cherished treat. But there are others in need as well. Sister Carmen of the Sister of the Cross Order at Hingurakoda ministers onto the needs of the poor and nearly destitute living in the mountains. Reverend Upananda Thero at Pelgahatana is also in need of assistance as he seeks to help his flock to meet their daily needs. Reverend R. Upananda Thero at Borella works with the dispossessed and homeless near Colombo. His mission has been very much dependent on the generosity of people from abroad. Those we have helped have expressed their gratitude and love to the people who have opened their hearts and minds to the needs of the Sri Lankan people. This help has given promise that they have not been forgotten, but that they are loved and remembered by people in other parts of the world. Poverty is a way of life for many in Sri Lanka, yet those who are affected continue to hold out hope that someday they will no longer be dependent on the generosity of others. In the meantime, however, we ask that you consider a modest donation to be given to the Children's Rehabilitation Center at Pitakote or Sister Carmen's Mission at Hingurakoda or Reverend Upananda Thero at Pelgahatana or Reverend R. Upananda Thero to continue his mission work at Borella. May God bless you and keep you safe.